Hello everyone, good morning. Am I audible?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So I want to listen good morning from everyone because
Good morning, sir.
it's really a good morning, I believe.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
sir.
good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Good morning, sir.
sir.
I heard somebody saying in a very lazy voice like a good morning, sir. I don't know who was that, but I see that we are just waking up and we have to energize ourselves.
No,
Okay.
sir, it's a network problem.
Oh, okay, good, good. Then it's good. So I see that 27 participants are there, including me. And so, do you know why are we meeting today? Like, what is the agenda? What is the purpose of today's discussion?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, is it Shubham who just said yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So,
okay.
oh, because of we are going to discussing opportunity in industry.
Okay, so I let Mr. Atharv to start, and then we will discuss. Okay.
Yes, so good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, so hope you guys are safe and healthy. And we all know it's difficult time for all of us, and especially in Pune, the cases are rising at a very high rate. I hope that all of you all are healthy and safe and are taking precautions. Okay, so I am Atharva, and I am practicing analytics at Crucial Technology. Okay, and Indeed Inspiring is our learning and development platform. Okay, with the help of which today we are conducting this session. And this meetup is all about the opportunities, communication, ethics, and experiences that we would be discussing. And I would request all of you if you would be able to turn on your camera so that we can make this a very fruitful and a very healthy discussion. As you can see, I am also there, and I have turned on my camera, and I expect that yes, you all also would be turning on your camera so that we can have a very good interaction. Okay, so um, I would be welcoming Mr. Dravesh over here as a mentor. Okay, and I thank you, Dravesh. You have taken out time in Saturday morning, and and you have come over here to give all of us guidance and mentoring. So I thank you once again. Okay, so we'll start with an introduction. So I would request all of you, or maybe anyone voluntarily, who can come up and introduce yourself. Okay, the way you think that you would be introducing in your interviews as well. So you can give it a try over here and you can introduce yourself. So anyone interested who want to introduce yourself can raise your hand, and then we can start with it.
So yeah, I would thank Mr. Atharva for introduction. And so yes, let me introduce myself first because I don't think anybody knows me. I am new to
Yes.
everyone, right? So let me first introduce myself, and then maybe we can have introduction from the other participants. So yes, my name is Dravesh Sharma, and I'm living in Pune. Currently, I'm working with Dassault Systems Pune, total experience 6 years, and I'm into software development. And here, I thank Mr. Atharva and the complete team of Crucial Technologies and Inspiring, who gave me this opportunity to interact with you all so that we can learn from each other. So this is my brief introduction. So yeah, now we can start. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Dravesh. Yeah, so anyone voluntarily is coming, you can raise your hands. Yes, so you
I'll
can
start.
introduce in
Is
not
that
more than
fine?
a minute.
Okay. Like is longer than I expected, but yes. Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikhil Raj. Uh, I am currently pursuing my BE from International Institute of Information Technology in Hinjawadi. I'll be passing out in 2021. Major, I'm my majors are electronics and telecommunication. Apart from that, I hail from Aurangabad. Uh, I did my 12th schooling there. Later on for education, I'm here in Pune. Moreover, I'm interested in data science, data analytics, and such fields like data. So here in I'm currently pursuing a course in Symbiosis under guidance of Kushal sir. Yes. Uh, Here I'm learning about big data and its tools. So I'm yes, that will be all. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, a great introduction and a great start. Thank you so much, Nikhil Raj. That was a good introduction. Uh, I would ask Mr. Dravesh if you can have some suggestions on this.
Yeah, so definitely, Mr. Nikhil Raj, you had a very good energy. And in the morning, if we see people with energy, then we also get a great energy. So it's like passing on energies amongst each other. So thank you for your good introduction. And yeah, I like your smile. And in fact, it is good that you can continue this smile till the end. Okay. For introduction, so we know that introduction is something which is a very common question and which is always asked in any interview, whether it's a technical interview, it's an HR interview, or any other kind of interviews. Then introduction is very, very common. Like, we have to introduce ourselves. Why? Because interviewer wants to know about you. What are your qualities? What are your strengths? And why they will hire you, right? So all these things are there that they would like to know about you. So we should all be very well prepared about introducing ourselves, right? Now, some key factors which one should take into account while introducing is that we should end very well. Like normally we start with a very good note. Even Mr. Nikhil Raj also started very beautifully, but ending is also important. Okay, how do we end? So ending is good when we are covering everything. Covering means like currently where I am, what I'm doing, what is my family, okay, where they are living, and what are my strengths and weaknesses. In short, like for example, my technical strengths, or what are my hobbies. Okay, so there are some 3 to 4 things which we should cover in our introduction, which will make it complete. Okay, so of course introduction is something which we have to prepare by practice, right? So but overall, Nikhil Raj, you started very well. Maybe ending could have been better. Do you agree?
Yes,
Okay, great.
surely improve next time.
Yes. So maybe we can have another participant who would like to introduce himself or herself. Then we can discuss further.
Yes, sure. So you all can raise your hands. Yes, yes, Vaishnavi, you can start your introduction, and I would request all of you to open your cameras. Okay, so we all can see
Yes,
each
sir.
other.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. So
Vaishnavi,
good
please.
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
So myself Vaishnavi Sharma. I'm from Sangli. It's in the southern east part of India. I moved to Pune for my undergraduation at MIT World Peace University, Kothur, for my UG in DBA with specialization in computer applications. It's particularly something you may not have heard of. It's something like I'm learning non-technical skills as well as technical skills. So recently I have been enrolled in certification course at Symbiosis, and I have keen interest in programming languages like Python, Java, and working with data analytics, Hadoop, uh, and plus I have my own personal interests like reading and content writing, article writing. These things really suit me. Cooking suits me, and I would say that this is like a brief introduction, but yes, I'm super excited to be here and thank you so much for having me.
Okay, thank you, Vaishnavi. It was good to listen to you, and it was a great introduction once again. And I think that you have covered almost everything whatever should be covered in introduction, which is very good. And yeah, of course, there could be some improvements. For example, like there could be a better flow, how you articulated yourself. Like for example, where you started and where you ended. So overall, you did it well, but there could be more improvements. Okay, and some things like you should maintain your smile because you are introducing yourself, that you should be happy to introduce yourself, right? So that is one main thing. If you maintain your smile, then the interviewer is happy to listen to you, right? So that is one thing which I will say which is important. Secondly, we should avoid, let's say, sometimes we do like these are some fillers because we tend to think, or we have to think more. So if you are already well prepared, then maybe that flow will be better. So these are some important points which can be taken into consideration, and it will help you. But
Yes, sir.
overall,
I
I liked your introduction. It was quite good. Thank
thank
you.
you, sir.
Yeah, so it was a great introduction. And I hope everyone are noting down these points, the corrections or the suggestions or the improvements that Mr. Darvesh is talking about. So we all can note all these points and we can improve our introduction as well. Yeah, so continuing with the flow, anyone else who want to introduce?
Yeah, Shailendra here.
Yes, please. Yes, Shailendra.
Yeah. My name is Shailendra. Am I visible, audible?
Yeah, now you are visible. Yes.
Okay, yeah. My name is Shailendra. I have a good experience working in service industry. I started my career working with Wipro, and in Wipro I was working for Delta Airlines, and gradually I continued with WNS. And just the thing is like that in WNS I started working since pilot batch till the process right now. And other thing is I have a good experience in digital marketing also. I had cleared some Google certifications also. And is what I can say that my hobbies are listening music and edit and composite the music. So through which you can create your own, like something creative, innovative things. That's all about myself. Anything you want to throw some light on that I can explain?
Thanks, Shalendra. Thanks. It's good to have you, and thank you for sharing your experience, which you have in Wipro and all. And I like that you are also touched with musical uh, hobby. So yeah, it's very good because music is always soothing us, and it is something
Yeah.
which helps us to relieve our mind. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
very good. So overall, I think your camera is not showing you completely. Your face is not.
Okay.
Now it's good.
Am
Yes,
I?
yes, yes. Yes, yes. Now you are
Sorry.
completely visible.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So yes. So overall introduction was fair. I think it could have been more improved because like you can have more details about your family background, little bit, not much, but that is expected. Or maybe you could also explain about your education, your hometown, and where are you
Okay.
currently living, and some details. And the flow can also be improved, I think.
Okay. No problem. Thank you.
Yes, surely. Thank you so much, Shailendra. Yeah, so we can move on with some other participants.
So yeah, before the next participant comes and takes the opportunity to introduce himself or herself, but I would like to just add some point. Like, so why introduction is very important, because introduction is something which starts at the beginning of any interview or any discussion, right? Because this is the first thing that happens during any discussion. So if your introduction is good, then you have started with a very positive note. If you are confident during the introduction, then your rest of the discussion in the interview also happens very smoothly because you have already started in a very confident note. So that's why when you introduce yourself, show your confidence, show your positive energy, and keep your smile, and show that you are interested in talking with the other person. Okay, the interviewer or any other person who is discussing with you. So this is very important. Your mindset is very important. So how you are thinking at that point of time, just be positive, keep your smile, try to cover everything from starting to beginning, and then the rest part of the interview will automatically happen quite good because you started very well. Okay, so this is something which I wanted to share. And now, yeah, I would like to listen to the next participant.
Yes, yeah, surely. Yeah, so we have Mr. Preetham Naik. You can start with introduction.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Preetham Naik. I'm from Mumbai. I have recently completed my electronics and telecommunication engineering in 2020. I have uh, knowledge in big data and data science, like some software tools like SQL query, visualization tools like Tableau, Power BI, and big data tools like Hadoop, Hive, Scoop, and Spark, and all about. And I have also completed I have an experience of 3 months as a relationship manager uh, in Campus Consultancy under Bharti Airtel. I have also done a training session of 1 week in Indian Railway in EXTC background. My I have hobbies in like football and sports, and also I have a hobbies like to travel and explore new places. Uh, in part of my hobbies, in my family there are 5 members, which consist of my father, mother, and one elder sister and younger brother. So that's something about me, and I would be close about it.
Thank you,
Okay,
Preetham.
thank you very much. Yeah, so it was again a good introduction, and Pritam covered almost everything which is required in an introduction. So yes, it was a very good attempt, and I would say that you should be prepared how you start. Like for example, if you talk about yourself, then the first point that should come is about what are you currently doing, which was covered by Pritam, which is good. Then secondly, you can just go back to your family, because when you start with yourself, then you can again introduce about your family, like what is your father doing, or what where is family living and all. Okay, then you can come back to your maybe education, your then hobbies, and then you can talk about your uh, aspirations, or what you want to achieve, or what are your passions, for example. And in that way you can end it. So there could be some way to organize yourself, but overall Pritam was good in presenting himself, and yeah, it was quite good attempt. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, so any more participants?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Good
Meenal.
morning, everyone. It's me, Meenal.
Yes,
Hello,
good
I am
morning.
Meenal Patil. I am basically belongs from Chinchney in district Sangli. Currently, I am pursuing BTech in Padma Bhushan Vasantdada Patil Institute of Technology, Budgaon. I am completed my diploma in Government Women's Residence Polytechnic, Tasgaon. Currently, I am working with data science under Uchelsa's guidance. I have a little bit interest on data, so I'm starting with the data associates course. I like traveling and I like suffer on Google. My favorite place is Anzarle near to Goa. And thank you for listening me and giving opportunity to introduce myself.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Minal.
Miguel.
Yeah, it was again good listening to you, and you also started quite well with a good smile, and you could have covered other things also. So there were some things which could have been added, like about little bit more about your family, maybe, then about your aspirations, your what you want to do in future, and overall you covered some things, but some more things could be added. But it was good, and uh, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So moving further, who wants to introduce themselves
Hello,
next?
sir. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
Prashant.
yes.
So, thanks for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I am Prashant Panjara Kaure. I am native from Latur. Now I am completing Data Associates course at Symbiosis. I had completed my MTech from VGTI Mumbai. Also, I have completed my BTech from Senior Institute of Technology Lonavala in the stream of electronics and telecommunication. My strengths are I am a fast learner and a good team player, and so my weakness is sometimes I need perfections, so therefore I will work hard. And okay, my hobbies are like traveling and swimming. I'm very good at technical background, and I know like very much tools, and I am basically a learner for a lifetime, so I am learning things very quickly. In data science associate course, I have learned lots of big data tools, data visualization tools, cloud technologies. Yes, sir, that's it.
Okay, Prashant, thank you for introducing yourself. It was good to listen to you once again. And yes, about your introduction. So you tried to cover many things. Again, one feedback, like you could have covered a little bit more about your family. You told that where you belong, but maybe some things which were missing, like where is the family residing, what are they doing, your father, how many brothers you have, a little bit. Okay, and maybe you could have also have ended with what are your aspirations. Like for example, if you are giving an interview in some company, then maybe you could have added the statement like I am looking for a chance to apply for this position, and I want to utilize my skills in the innovative company like you, and I want to grow myself in the career. So these things can be common for everyone actually, because in the interview you are applying for some position, right? So at the end, when you complete your introduction, then maybe you can just end it like this, that what are your aspirations, because that is important for the interviewer to know, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you once again.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, yes, thank you. So I think Rahul raised their hand. So if you can
Yes.
start with, yes.
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
Myself, Rahul Naneshwar Jadhav. I'm basically from Sakharwadi. I did my graduation and post graduation in computer science from VP College Baramati. Currently, I studying in Symbiosis Skills and University in under Kushal sir in data science. My family background are I have in my family 4 members are there. Father, mother. My father is a farmer. My younger sister and me. My hobbies are I like traveling and music also. That's it. Thanks for listening me. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you. So I like your specs. The design of your specs is good.
Thank you.
Even your hairstyle is unique. So yeah, thank you for introducing yourself. And I see that you started well, but maybe many things were missed. You could have
Yes.
added more, right? You explained about your family, which was good. You explained about your education, which is also quite good, and you could have added more about like your hobbies. You could have explained them, and again about your aspirations. Like you can end with what you want to do, okay? Because you are giving an interview, so you can tell the interviewer that yes, I'm applying for this position because I want to do this. My aim is this, okay? I want to get a chance to utilize my skills so that I can contribute to some innovative projects in these companies, okay? So maybe that can be the ending note, so that the other person who is listening to you is well satisfied with whatever you have said, okay? You should be convinced that you have explained your introduction completely, okay? It makes it complete, as well as it is helpful for the interviewer also to know you better, right? Okay, so
Okay, sir. Thank you.
yeah, it was good to listen to you, and I would like to add some important points once again. So about introduction itself, it can depend upon the candidate. Like if the candidate is a fresher, okay, is a fresher and he does not have any experience, then the introduction should include many things, like about your more about your education. Why? Because you do not have experience in the any organization, so you should give more details about your education. You can also include about your 10th 12th, okay? Why to exclude that? Where did you do 10th from, 12th from, and then your graduation, and then you can start with that, right? So that can also helpful, mostly for freshers. And for experienced, it may not matter, because they can just say that I did graduation from here and master from here maybe, and then my experience is here and here. So that is something important to note. Then secondly, again for freshers, uh, freshers can give more focus about the family, okay? Because they are freshers, they have spent more time with family and friends, like in school, colleges, and in society, okay? So interviewer would be more interested to know about you in terms of your family and friends. But experienced people, maybe they have spent more time with colleagues, okay, their peers in office, and maybe since they're already experienced, so it may not matter much if they go deep in the family background, okay? So there could be some very small differences in the interview between a fresher and an experienced candidate, right? So I think many of you are freshers and some of you are experienced, so you can take into account those differences. When you are experienced, then you have to give more weightage or more time to your experience in your previous companies, or with your managers, or with your colleagues, about your projects, okay? And about your aspirations in terms of your role. So all these things would be more important when you are an experienced experienced guy. But if you're a fresher, then you have to give more importance to your education, your family, your hobbies, your aspirations. So I hope I am clear. Like if you have any doubt, then you can ask me.
Yes, so I hope every one of us are noting down these points, which will help in future for our interview preparations. Okay, so if anyone has any doubt, you all can ask, or either you can raise your hands. Yeah, so anyone else who want to introduce yourself?
Hello.
If there is no one, then Mr. Atharva, we can pick anyone.
Yes.
Hello.
I think there is
Yes.
someone.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, Ashnavi, we can hear you, but your voice is not that clear.
Okay. Actually, sir, I had a question.
Yes, yes.
I had a question See, many a times people suggest that when you're introducing yourself, prefer not to mention your father's occupation if he is into business. So why is that so? And could we actually mention it in an introduction, or is it a bad idea?
Okay, you mean to say that if your father is into business, then people say that do not mention it.
Yes, like do not mention that your father's into business or is working into a business. Like, do not mention. They say prefer not to mention.
Okay, and
So
those who
is it
said
just a
this,
myth?
did they give any reason why? Because
Yeah, they would say that they would prefer someone who is from a much more needy background who would need the money. And I was like, but still, it doesn't mean if my father has a business, we won't need the money. But
okay, let
they said that it
Mhm.
should be a preference to not mention it and rather have it go on without mentioning what your father does. So I just wanted to know if it's just a myth or is it true?
Yeah, so frankly speaking, I have been taking interviews from last 2 3 years in my office also, and as an interviewer, I don't think they will be much interested in more in your father's business and what they are doing, because that's not the real motto to know. Okay, it's just like how you introduce yourselves and how you are passionate about introducing about your family, your hobbies, your aspirations. So I think that this is just a myth. I don't know why those people are saying like this. You can definitely tell the interviewer that what your family is doing. You can definitely tell what your brothers are doing, sisters are doing, parents are doing. But it's your choice if you want to share. Like finally, it comes to your personal choice if you want to share or not. If you do not want to share it, then maybe it's your personal reason. But if you want to share it, then there would not be any problem. Okay, so based upon my experience, I've been taking or I've been discussing with many people in my experience. So I don't think that sharing something about your family which is positive or which is not negative will impact.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes. Any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Rishikesh, are you? Yes.
Yes, Prashant.
Yes, sir. My background is from electronics and telecommunication. I have done MTech and engineering in background of electronics and telecommunication. So in lots of interview, there's like question, why are you switching to IT?
Okay.
So how I answer this question to interviewers?
Okay, so it's a good question, and I think many people can relate themselves to such questions because
Yes.
there are many people who have done some education in some other domain, and later on they find that no, this is good, I can do good in this, so they try to accomplish their objectives through that education. So, okay, so let me again come back to myself. I am a mechanical engineer, okay, in my undergraduation and then I joined software company, okay, and
Yes.
I did masters in software systems while working itself, okay. That is called the correspondence distance learning course from BITS Pilani. So so this question is also relevant for me, okay. Yeah, now interviewer would like to know why are you currently pursuing the current course though your background is something different, like your undergraduation is something different. To you have to convince the interviewer by showing your passion, okay, by showing your aspiration, like because you are doing your current your IT technical courses because you think that you can do better in this course, and your passion is to do programming or something, whatever you are doing, I'm not very sure. So you can try to explain about your aspiration, your passion, and you can say that I did engineering because I wanted to be more technically strong, but during the engineering itself I found that I should pursue this field where I am finding more interest, and I think I could do better there in terms of my career. Okay, so you can try to explain like this. And of course, since you are doing your IT courses, so you can explain more technically which course you are doing and what career options you are looking for. So based upon that, you can explain more. But in general, you can try to show your passion and aspiration.
Yes.
Yes. So anyone else who have their doubt? Shivansh, are you speaking? Because you're not audible.
Yeah, Shailendra here.
Yes. Yes.
Hi,
Yeah,
Shailendra.
hi. I have a doubt. In fact, I have actually I started my career in BPO industry, as I told you. That was due to an accident. Actually, I was met with an accident. I was in coma and a lot of things. So after that, actually, currently I'm doing this SEO, content writing, and digital marketing, as well as I have a good experience. As I told you, I have good experience in outsourcing industry. I work for US vertical. I work for Delta Airlines. I work for US federal government also, and I have good experience, like 6 years almost. And graphic designing, I know graphic designing, everything. It's just that due to accident, I couldn't complete in that particular sector. And just now I completed the Google certification, like SEO, content writing, and etc. Like I'm trying to balance the things, whether I should get connected in. So should I continue with BPO industry, and I'm having this digital marketing knowledge as well, SEO. So I'm
Okay.
trying to balance the things. The thing what is today's session is all about the introduction and everything about, like, presenting ourselves. So I'm finding it difficult, like balancing two things. So can you help me with that?
Yes, Alan. So
Thank you.
I understand that. I will try to help. I am not, I'm not a counselor by profession. So, but still, based upon my
Yeah.
experience, whatever I have learned till now, and whatever I've interacted with people, so I can try to just give my feedback. But that may not be the ultimate solution at your end. But you can just try to have my feedback. So.
Yeah, it's good to know.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
what I understand is that so you have more experience in BPO outsourcing in companies, and you have quite a good experience with different clients also in that industry, and which
Yeah.
explains that you have very good communication skills. You can interact with people, and you have
Clients,
that,
in fact.
yeah, strengths. So which is useful in all the fields actually. Secondly, you are doing certifications in some SEO and also digital marketing, etc. So I think
Yeah, right.
you want to pursue in the field of digital marketing overall. What I feel, am I right?
Yeah, in fact, I do have a good knowledge in graphics also. So it's
Great,
kind of,
great.
yeah.
So yeah, now I understand that. So based upon your experience and what you want to aspire, it is
Hmm.
not exactly matching because BPO is
Exactly, yeah.
something
Yeah,
different, and
accident, yeah. Due
yeah,
to
and
accident.
digital marketing and this field is something different. But the good thing is that now you know that what you want to do, which is quite good, and you want to pursue new career, which I think for which you will be applying, or you are already applying. I'm not knowing that. But uh, so is your question related to how do you want to apply for this new field, or how you want to learn and more confident and more knowledgeable about the digital marketing fields? Can you reiterate the question
Yeah, sure.
exactly?
Yeah, sure. See, what I'm trying to ask is, like, See, as I told you, I have good experience in BPO outsourcing industry. I worked for like I'm sorry, I worked for verticals like Delta Airlines, US federal government. Okay,
Mhm.
it's just that I have to continue. I want to continue in digital marketing, graphic
Mhm.
design, everything related to SEO and web development. Okay, my
Mhm.
concern is all about like if I'm going for this digital marketing interview or kind of appearing for that particular in that particular sector,
Mhm.
uh, like will I have to explain everything like what I did in Wipro ad? Because in VP industry also my last designation was vendor manager.
Okay, okay, great. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
understood your question. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So, yes, yes, yes.
to
How
balance
to?
that things if I want to put like
Mhm.
in interview and all, that's my
Yeah,
question.
definitely. Anybody who is switching the domain, because we are switching
Mm,
the domain, we have to have a strong reason why we want to switch the domain. Okay, the reason could be anything, like you want to, you are not satisfied with your BPO
mm,
profile. That could be one reason. Or your passion was not BPO, but still you work because you mentioned some accident. Okay,
yeah,
these are
that's
some
right.
reasons. if you
Yeah.
put if you put the perfect reasons why you want to switch the domain, then anybody will be convinced. Okay, that is first point. So we need to work upon the perfect reasons. Okay, and there could be one reason, two reasons, or multiple reasons that you can think upon in the background. Then secondly, how much you are prepared for the new role or the new domain. Okay, that is second thing. So in order to prepare yourself, you have to have knowledge, which of course you will be learning from your courses, your experiments, whatever you are doing right now. Then the next question comes about your experience itself. Like, since you are experienced in some other domain and now you are going for the new domain, then it could be problematic in the term, in the sense that your experience is not relevant, right? So I think that is also one,
Yeah, that's exactly.
that thing in your mind, and which anybody will have in his mind, that the experience is not that much relevant, which you have to accept. That you will have to explain to the interviewer that yes, my experience is in different field and now I want to switch to this field. I am ready for the challenges. Okay, I'm ready for the challenges which will come in this new field, and I'm already preparing myself for those challenges by learning the things, by doing internships, let's say, or by doing some projects in my weekend. Okay, so you have to be prepared enough to explain to the interviewer that how are you prepared well for the new domain. Okay, uh, if you show that confidence and knowledge to the interviewer, then definitely he will continue ahead, because at the end the interviewer would like to have a good knowledgeable person. Experience, as far as experience is concerned, of course at the beginning you won't have experience, but maybe side by side you can learn more from your weekend projects, weekend kind of internships, so that you can add to your resume. Okay, and I think initially you will have to be more, strong or struggle a little bit, but once you enter some industry, then after that it will be quite easy.
Yeah, I just want to add something. Like, see, I have done actually. I work like I got a project of Amazon also, and again Wipro. I worked on one Flipkart also. I think. So I with Flipkart only. So I got a experience in this field also, but not what I was like up to that level, because as I told you, I was a manager when I left BPO industry. Okay, and over
Mhm.
here, yeah, I got this internship and certification, everything. But thing is like that I'm not getting like no salary expectations are my salary expectations are little bit better. Means if I want to expect the salary, how can I convince the interviewer? Like, say I have a good experience in both things, so that would be more like additional point in that manner. If I want to if
Yeah,
I want
I
to like
understand.
mm,
Yeah, yeah, actually for that, it's a big challenge. I understand it's a big challenge because you already have that experience, and there are some salary expectations because you have to manage your expenses and your daily stuffs, of course.
Precisely.
And so on that front, what I can say that maybe the companies that you want to apply, some companies may not pay that much, but there would definitely be some companies which can pay better because of their kind of work. They're being multinational, or they are already having a good business revenue in terms of business that they do overall. So it's a challenge because since you are changing the domain, your experience may not be relevant enough, and you might be considered as a fresher in that domain mostly. The salary constraint will be there. So either you will have to negotiate a lot, or you have to make a list of all those companies which can manage to pay you as per your expectations.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure. I'm working on the same. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
yes. Actually, I would like to give some more examples. So in my company also, I had a friend.
Mhm.
He was in testing background, and he wanted to switch to development. He already had 3 to 4 years of experience in testing background, and he already had some salary hikes in the previous experiences. And now since he wanted to switch to development, he will be considered as a fresher because testing will not have any knowledge of development activities. So at that point of time, he compromised himself. He did not go for a much hike. He in fact joined development team at a little lower hike, at little lower salary than what he was already getting. But later on, after few years, he was at a better position as compared to the other people who were there with him. Because since his passion was there, he always wanted to work in development domain. He wanted to do programming, so he continued, and he compromised for 1 year. But later on, with his skills, with his performance, he was able to match up to the expectations whatever he had earlier. So this is one example that I can give you, which I already have seen in my friend. There are several examples, but at the beginning, maybe you may have to compromise, or if you are lucky, then you can try to go for those companies who are actually paying better.
Yeah, sure. Actually, just last thing. See, it's not like that. I'm okay with like salaries. I can compromise. I'm thinking about simultaneous. Like, if I'm working able to work, because see, I I discontinued working in BPO industry because after some extent you are finding difficult to like there are less opportunities for promotions and everything in BPO. To be frank, okay, but BPO is very good industry. But it's just that I met with an accident. Frankly speaking, I was in coma, lost memory, everything. Because due to that,
Oh.
I
Mhm.
had to work in outsourcing industry. But still, one bit of confused. Like if I'm going for this new industry, like new job for this like digital marketing SEO. So how can I balance in that way? Anyway, thank you. Thanks a lot. I got your point, David. Thank you.
Okay, Sharan, thank you. Maybe you can connect with the people who are already in digital marketing domain. Means I am
Yeah,
not,
sure.
yeah, I am not the right person to guide you on that domain. But I
Yeah,
would recommend you to, contact people from that domain. They can definitely help you better than me.
sure. No, definitely. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, anyone else who is having any doubt related to their interviews?
Hello, sir.
Hi, Pritam.
Yes, please.
Sir, I wanted to know about the IT field. Now they are not much hiring freshers because of lockdown and work from home, so they cannot train. So I am also facing challenges in my interview. So their expectation from freshers are now very high. So what should we do to convince them?
Yeah, it's a good question, and I understand that this challenge is existing worldwide. Okay, in fact, many industries are facing problem because their businesses are not happening that good, and it is impacting jobs all over the world. So yeah, it's a challenge, but still there are some or more companies which are still hiring. Though freshers hiring is not that great today, but normally freshers hiring is good normally in good situations. So what you can do is that you can try to be strong in your skill which you are having, which are already good at. For example, if you are good in, let's say, some Python, I'm just taking the
Yes.
example, then make Python as strong that nobody else is strong in that. Okay, I'm just taking that example. Or whatever you like, for example, if my strength is programming in C++, then I should prepare myself in C++ so strong that whatever questions the other person is asking, I will be ready for that. Okay, so it is a good time to prepare yourself. It is a good time to have interview mock-ups, so you can always be ready or prepare yourself to give the mock-up interviews. Okay, mock interviews. And you should be practicing more upon how to give answers to the questions, not only technical questions but also the HR questions. Okay, so this is a time to prepare yourselves. At the same time, you can keep on applying, okay, in the companies. I understand that the challenge is there. The positions are not as many as they used to be earlier, but this time will go. Okay, after some time we will have definitely good situations, and overall we have to cross this. But keep on applying.
Yes.
But before applying to any role, you should be prepared yourself. Okay, and that is very important.
Okay, sir.
Focus more upon your strengths. Okay, just
Yes.
focus upon your strengths, and the opportunity will come to you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, yeah. So, any question? Okay. I have got one more question from one of the participants. So, so he is asking that in interviews we get questions like, "What are your strengths and weaknesses?" This is actually a part of the introduction itself, but many a times the interviewers ask this question. So, what are your weaknesses and what are your strengths? So, how do we have to put up our strengths and weaknesses so that we can convey whatever we are trying to convey to the interviewer? So, how can we answer to these questions?
Yeah, this is again an important question, and
Yes.
interviewers are interested to know about what are your strengths and weaknesses. And while answering these questions, we should be well prepared, because we should ourselves know what are my strengths and weaknesses. Okay, so in order to prepare for this question, there is something called as SWOT analysis, which many of you might already be knowing. Okay, uh, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So you can Google about SWOT analysis, and you can try to do your homework. You can identify, you can give time to yourself. Okay, just relax, give time to yourself, think about your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. There is a chart which you have to prepare while doing this analysis, and then you are more clear about yourself. Okay, so I would recommend everyone to go through this analysis, SWOT analysis, and you can definitely answer to this question in a better way. Okay, now when you talk about strengths, okay, so the strengths can be of two types, like your personal or behavioral strengths and your technical strengths. Okay, so depending upon your interview, you can mention, actually you can mention both. Okay, so regarding your technical strengths, you already be knowing, okay, that you are good in this skill. Like for example, you are good in Python, you are good in digital marketing, okay, you are good in programming, or you are good in testing. Okay, anything. So you can explain that. While explaining your strength, you can also give an example. Okay, so like you are, since you are having this key skill, so you applied this skill in this project and you got this award, or this project was successful. Okay, so try to give supporting example of your strengths. Okay, so this is something important, and which the interviewer will like if you give example. Okay, so for all the strengths, or for some of some of your strengths, you can support them with examples. Now coming to your weaknesses. So weaknesses are something which you have already identified that this thing has to be improved. Okay, so for example, if you say that your weakness is like you are let's say not good in this field, or for example, if you are working somewhere, or if you are learning, if you are a student, then maybe this subject is your weakness. Okay, so you can mention this is my weakness. Okay, now the interviewer will also like to hear what are you doing to overcome that weakness. Okay, like for example, if I am weak in shell scripting, okay, technical weakness, then I am learning it online to improve it. I'm practicing, I'm learning from my friend, or I'm learning from here and there. Okay, so but whenever you talk about your weakness, that means you're already aware of it, and that also means that you want to overcome it, and how you are trying to overcome it. So just think from that perspective, and it will definitely help you as well as the interviewer to understand that yes, you are really a person who wants to improve yourself, who wants to grow. Okay, so overall, this is my feedback on this question.
Yeah, so that was great. In fact, many of the freshers have this question, that how do I have to showcase my weaknesses, or whether the interviewer will get it as a negative point to discuss. So you have given a very good solution about it, that we can obviously talk about what are we doing to improve our weaknesses. Sorry, to improve on our weaknesses. Yes. So any more questions coming?
Yeah, before the next question, I would like to just highlight that weakness is not negative. Weakness is positive. Why? Everybody is having some or the other weakness. I'm having some weaknesses. Okay, any, because nobody is perfect, and that we should agree. Okay, nobody is perfect. Now, weaknesses should be taken as positive, because we have already identified that this is something where I have to work more, and I will grow if I am able to, have command on this weakness. So just take it in a positive way, and if you take it as a positive, then you will explain it in a positive way. So this is
Yes,
something which is important.
surely, surely. So yes, so we can have one or two more questions.
Yes, sir. It's me, Minal. Sir, I have one question. The interviewer asked why I should hire you. On that question, how to deal with that question, sir?
Okay, thanks, Minel, for asking this again an important question. And it is good that we are covering some important questions. It will help everyone. So, why should we hire you? Okay, actually, in order to answer this question, what preparation you need? Okay, so the first preparation that you need is that you should be knowing about the company for which you are going for the interview. Okay, tomorrow is my interview, then I am already knowing, okay, which company I'm going for the interview. Okay, so whatever company, you should be completely knowing about what is the profile, what are the businesses, what does that company do. That is first thing. Second thing is that the role for which you are going for the interview, you are going for, let's say, some testing role, some support role, okay, some marketing role, or some development profile. Okay. So that includes the profile or the job description or the responsibilities which that role will be having. So once you are very clear that for what thing you are going for the interview, then you will be definitely able to answer that why I am good for this role. Okay, you have to sell yourself. You have to sell yourself means you have to sell your skills. You have to sell your skills. That means you already know what are my skills for which I will be good in that position for the company is asking for. Okay, let's take example. There is an opening for the software testing profile in a company, and you are going for the interview tomorrow. Okay, so before going for the interview, I will read that okay, this company is located here, its headquarters are located in Delhi or some other country maybe. Then it is having this much businesses, and it is having these many employees, and it is performing in a good way from last 2 3 years. Okay, and now coming to the software testing profile. So this company develops these testing tools for the customers, and you can just go through those tools which this company develops. Okay, now about the testing itself. So I am having these many testing tools knowledge. Okay, and because of these skills in testing, I will definitely be able to contribute my skills in the role for which the company is looking for. Okay, so this is the example which I have just taken up. The similar thing could be done for any other profile. So overall, you have to prepare yourself for your profile which you are going for the interview, and also your skills be which will be helpful for that profile. Okay, so I hope I answered your question, Meenal.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I got answer.
So yeah, you can. If you have any other question, you can surely ask.
No, sir. No, sir. I don't have
Okay,
any
no
question.
problem. Yeah, so we are reaching to our time limit, and we can take one more question, and then we can move towards the closure. Rishikesh, are you asking something? Yeah. So any other doubts you all can ask. You can unmute yourself and then you can ask. Okay, so I received this question, and this question says that in our interviews, we get to see this particular question from the interviewer, and they ask, how do you see yourself after 3 or maybe next 5 years? Okay, so we were talking about the aspirations. So yes, we can get a solution to this particular question asked in the interview. They ask, how do you see yourself after 3 to 5 years? So if you can put some light on this question as well.
Yes, definitely. So once again, this is one of the important questions. What is the purpose of this question actually? Why the interviewer asks this question? Means, how do you see yourself after 5 years or after 10 years or anything after 3 years? uh, the interviewer wants to know your aim. Okay, your aspiration, or whether you are really you want to really grow in your career, or are you clear about your objective. Okay, this question helps the interviewer to know your mindset. Okay, so in order to prepare well for this question, you have to be clear in your objective. Okay, uh, be clear in your mind that uh, I want to grow in this career, in this field. I know that all of you are taking some technical courses, I believe, from mostly from Symbiosis, and and since you are doing some technical courses, you should be having this clarity in your mind that what I will be doing after this course. Okay, and based upon your clarity in mind, you can answer to this question that yes, I want, first of all, I want to join a reputed organization in this profile where I can contribute these skills, and after 3 years I want to see myself as an experienced professional with some expertise in these domains, and contribute more to the business of these companies, to learn more. And after 5 years, I would like to see myself in in a managerial position where I'm able to have not only the technical skills but also the management skills, thanks to my experience in these 5 years. Okay, so in this way you can try to answer. You have to relate your aspiration with the answer. Okay, that is important. You have to also relate your technical courses that you are doing right now. It should not happen that you answer that I want to see myself something different what you're doing right now. Okay, so everything should match. So this is what I want to share for as an answer to this question.
Yes, yes. So yes, that was a great solution to this particular question. And anyone else who would like to question to ask a question? Okay, yes. So I hope that we had a very great discussion related to all the communication skills that we require in the interviews, and what all questions to uh, work upon, how we can improve our speakings, or how we can improve our presentations. So we have discussed quite a lot of things today for our interview preparations, and I would like to express my thanks to each and every one of you. You took out time on this Saturday morning. We all know we are time bound, and still we have got this opportunity, and we have taken out time, and it was a great interaction. And I would also like to especially thank Mr. Dravesh for sharing his experience, his expertise, his mentorings, and I would also thank him for taking out his very precious time out from his schedule. Okay, so thank you so much, Dravesh. And if you would like to have more such interactions, you can always write us back at our email info@indeedinspiring.com. Okay, and we have, or we conduct many such web meetups day and long. Okay, so we all can have a view on it. We can also watch more such videos on our YouTube channel, like some mock interviews, technological and communication skills improvement. So we all can go to our YouTube channel as well, and we can have a look at all of these. Okay, so at the end, I would say keep learning, keep growing, and also be safe, be healthy, and take all the precautions, and prepare well so that we can have a great interview ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. It was glad meeting you all. Thanks for this opportunity and hope to see you
Thanks.
soon. Stay
Thanks.
safe. Just start preparing yourself as discussed for all the questions. Preparation is the key to success. Okay, so let's start preparing ourselves. Okay, thank you, everyone. Good luck to all. Bye bye.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.